If you've been lifting for years but your physique still doesn't look like you do, then this video is really going to help you out. Because there's nothing more frustrating than turning up week after week after week and never looking any fucking different. I was that guy for far too long. I'd train 5, 6, sometimes even 7 days a week, right? And I was putting in tons of effort every single time I would turn up at the gym, but nothing was changing. I'd walk out thinking I just had the sickest session ever. I was putting in so much effort, but I'd still be confused. I thought maybe I'm just doomed to be skinny forever. But here's the truth. I wasn't limited. I was just doing the wrong shit. My routine was chaotic, to say the least. I would be coming home from college and I would be writing my program, what I was about to do in the gym, on the way back. So every single session I did something different. It was whatever I felt like. It was, oh, I did bench press last week, so I should do dumbbell press this week. And I would track the lifts that I did do, but I was always changing what I did, so I never had any chance to actually progress anything. It felt like work because I was getting tired and I was getting sore, but I was getting nowhere. Add to this, I didn't really know how to warm up properly. I didn't know what lifts targeted what specifically, other than this is a chest exercise. It didn't really go beyond that. The rep ranges, the amount of sets, all of this was totally random. And I was probably stuck for a good 6 to 12 months. And then I moved gyms. And the owner of this gym very nicely would give people 5 introductory training sessions. And he would talk to me about what I was doing and all this. And he said, what you've been doing is a waste of fucking time. He said, you're putting in loads of effort, but what you're doing is shit, basically. And he was right, because what he dropped to me is the simplest bit of advice, but it's the most crucial bit of advice for you to make progress in the gym. You need to have a set program, one that you stick to, and every single week you need to chase more than you've done before. So you need to look to do an extra rep, you need to improve your form, you need to lift a little bit extra weight, and then the week after you need to do the same thing. You need to chase more and more and more. And then what felt like a matter of a few weeks, I went from my dumbbell press PB being 27.5s up to 40s. And I was growing like a weed. My strength was going through the roof. I was just progressing every single session. And I had friends, people in the gym asking me what I'd done to all of a sudden make so much progress. And the thing is, I didn't train any harder. I didn't change anything other than the structure of my programming. I went from putting in loads of effort and training really, really hard to training really, really hard and really smart. And this is how we apply the principle progressive overload. The simplest way to think about this is your body will not grow if it doesn't have a reason to, because it doesn't need to. It's chilling on the beach with a pina colada. There's a multitude of different ways that we can apply progressive overload, but here's my personal favorite and the one that makes the most sense to me: dynamic double progression. So you've got your rep range, let's say 8 to 12. You've got your amount of sets, let's say the classic 3. You're going to gauge your latter sets off of your first set. So your first set will dictate what you lift on your remaining sets. Your goal is to hit the top of the rep range with your first set. And as soon as you do that, the following week, on that first set, you're going to increase the weight. So let's say you're bench pressing 3 sets of 8 to 12, right? In your first set, let's say you get 95 kg and you get 12 reps. The following week, you're going to go up to 100 kg. But what we need to be mindful of is we want to stay within the prescribed rep range. So if you're at the bottom end of the rep range, if you got, say, on that following week, you got 8 reps of 100 kg, you're then going to fall out of the rep range if you do another set. So you're going to stick to what you did the week before for your remaining sets with the 95 kg. But the next week, you have a really strong week. You get 10 reps of 100 kg. So in that following set, the second set, you can probably stay within the rep range. You get 8 reps, bosh. But if you do another set, you're probably going to bottom out. So in the last set, you're going to go back to 95 kg. Following week, you get 11 reps in the first set of that 100 kilos. Then in the second set, you get 9 reps. So you decide to stick to the 100 kg for all 3 sets. And the beauty with this is you don't need to sit around and wait to progress, right? As soon as your first set goes, you move with it. because in that first initial set is when you're the least fatigued. With this, any rep range works. Does not matter, it makes absolutely no difference. And if you apply this for 6 to 12 months, you will make so much progress. You will build a significant amount of muscle. No, you're not all of a sudden going to become Arnold, but you will be so far ahead of where you are right now. And now is normally when I would hear the excuse, okay, well, I know how to progress my sessions. I know what to do, but I don't know what to do within those sessions. So being an absolute G, I've saved you. In the description of this video, I've added a 3, 4, and 5 day gym program so that you can plug and play straight away. Just pick the frequency that works for you. And I've also added in a video that explains to you exactly how to warm up properly for maximum progress, because most people in the gym either do a totally irrelevant warm up, they don't warm up, or their warm up is too fatiguing and it ruins their progress. So now go away, pick the relevant program for you, learn how to train, learn how to warm up properly, and apply this progression principle. And in 6 to 12 months, you'll be totally different. You'll be so far ahead of where you are now. If this helped, please like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, but also to make sure that I know I'm giving you the most useful, relevant content to help you out as much as possible. I'll see you next week.